Hello everyone, I'm ActualSheezy87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak Part 69. In the previous video, we're still enjoying the film festival and whatnot. We had a very long talk with individuals in the hot spring. You can imagine. I'm pretty sure you could write the dialogue that happened yourself. Yeah, let's start things off with our side quest.
Now, what's it say?
Tonight's the big bartender competition. I know exactly what kind of cocktail to make. The problem is I can't get my hands on the ingredients in time. I was hoping to speak with you all about it. I'll be waiting poolside at the Algemira Hotel. Looks like Bermotti's got some work for us. He's always so good to us. We should give him a hand.
Very well.
Man, this film festival turned out to be a bigger pain in the ass to secure than I thought. I'll be get bonuses for our trouble, you fool. Guess nobody caught on to me going to the casino and smoking my hookah, though. I mean, nobody's yelled at me lately, so who knows? Just gotta trust everything's good for now and actually focus on my job.
This is quite impressive.
Alright, we'll go pop over to Bermotti first.
This year's been awesome.
Maybe talk to a few people along the way. Wait. Doesn't look like I can go in the hotel. Oh no, that's just the podium. I was thinking that was like a barricade. Glad my mom's enjoying the film festival now. At first, she wasn't sure if she'd like it. Now I just hope I don't lose her in the crowd. Came so far to enjoy the festival. Ideally, I'd like to make it back somehow, together in one piece. This is Tharbod's idea of a film festival. It's certainly different from what we have in Messeldown, but not in a bad way. I do kind of wish we could actually watch the films the way you can in Messeldown, but apparently they don't do that in Tharbod. It seems like this kind of event you can simply turn off your brain and enjoy yourself, even if it is rather flashy. For all the pageantry of Messeldown's festival and the authority of its judging, it can get rather stuffy sometimes. This, on the other hand, is a more fun, lighthearted mood, and the traditional hookah I tried this morning was pretty good too.
What an amazing group.
Oh, it's you guys. Thanks for saving me or whatever. When I got back, I passed out like a rock. Slept for so long, I was shocked to wake up and see the big festival was today. There's someone who got kidnapped. You don't sound too worse for the wear. You bet I'm not. A little shut-eye was all I needed to make that anxiety go away. Just bottled it up, pushed it down, and that's for future Mariel to deal with. Besides, I smell a big scoop waiting in this city. Even bigger than I figured. Something's out there. I can just feel it. Maybe even possibly a ghost airship. I'm busy with Dingo can wait. I'm gotta get out there and do some digging. You know, you're tougher than you look. Well, not losing heart after such a frightening experience. I'm impressed. Of course, hard as a rockness is my middle name, or 5 middle names anyway. I'll keep hounding that guy for as long as it takes till he changes his ways. I'll never give up. Dingo seems to be pursuing a lead. Well, two can play that game. I'll get my scoop and then I'll to acknowledge me. With the prince and all those other bigwigs hanging around the hotel, there's just gotta be something juicy waiting to be unearthed.
Okay.
I never had an interest in the entertainment industry, but I had to see this knowing the royal family invested in it, and you know what? This was far more amusing than I was expecting. Maybe I need to make similar investments myself. But I can figure that out later. Right now, I need to make the rounds among all those wonderfully powerful visitors. I plan to get plenty of dirt on the more spineless ones during the event. It's quite clear what direction Eslam and Valis' investments are taking. If things go according to plan, it could be one step towards extending my business into Valis as well. Haha, me! Patriarch Bashar! This event's even more lavish than I expected. I guess I shouldn't have expected any less, what with the royal family's own money at stake. I have to heard the prince himself has contributed a lot to the film festival. There's probably a lot I can learn from him being so flexible in how he chooses to spend his wealth. If I get the chance to meet him, it might not be the worst idea to have him advise me a little. Why was my father so impressed by the film festival? He used to never care at all about the entertainment industry. Good bit of it probably has to do with him liking glitzy things, but at the same time, it feels like we may be onto something here. Either way, hopefully this film festival will provide insight into how to go about collaborating with Kalia in the future. Hello. God, I'm so nervous now. Feeling weirdly optimistic yesterday, but not anymore. I think this is the big day. I don't know how I was able to relax around the hotel yesterday like it was nothing. Well, it is what it is. Now it's time for me to get strong and get out there into the festival. Who are you? I'm glad the film festival was able to start fine. I heard something happen over... Imagine that you're like here pestering the chief manager about like your problems or whatever, and then some robot just walks up and she starts chatting with the robot while ignoring you while you're still talking. You know how pissed I'd be? I mean, I'd never be the type to ever make a complaint in the first place. I'd just be like, oh, okay, I guess I have to share the room with these rats. That sucks. But, I mean, maybe they're paying for the room as well? I don't know. I'm glad the film festival was able to start fine. The festival sponsors and staff members staying at the hotel were all quite concerned. The Crown Prince's own hard work was instrumental in keeping the festival on track. For our part, it's an honor to serve as the venue. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Alrighty.
Real hard at work. Oh, you gotta write all these numbers in this check. Oh, you wouldn't know what it's like being Crown Prince. Finally, the film festival's kicked off. As it happens, we're in charge of security for the festival grounds. Safety's not our only job, though. We're also expected to pitch in to make sure the event in general goes off without a hitch. A particular concern on our part is that airship. Prince Shared clearly has high hopes for the success of this film festival. The more reason for us to give 110% to make all of this a big success. We can't let a man of his stature down, or I'm not wild-shouldered Andy. I said wild instead of wide, didn't I? You didn't catch it, though. Those words sound pretty similar. Marcus finally calmed down this morning, but until yesterday we were acting quite strangely. Post-film festival, water and orbital energy consumption is bound to go up. We need to be prepared to handle such a load. Can't afford to disappoint our Central Eastern VIPs in particular. This is only the beginning of Tharbad's growth as a city. Hotel's actually playing host to 2 events right now, a banquet for film festival award winners and a bartending tournament. Despite yesterday's goings-ons, I'd like to believe we still managed to offer a superb venue for a successful festival. In light of all the concern the festival staff and guests had until yesterday, we want to do our best to put those worries to rest.
Very well.
Yeah, okay. Rosette does not care. She says move on with the main story. You could have beaten the game by now? No, Rosette, this is how we roll. Seems the film festival was kicked off without a hitch, which was a relief. When His Highness contacted me late last night, I was rather panicked about how things would pan out. Everyone, however, was of the same mind as the prince. The event had to go on, no ifs, ands, or buts. Oh, I mean, there'll be buts, but not those kind of buts, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that right, Aaron? Seeing as things seem to be staying on track with any luck, I'll have good news to bring back home to the Principality. Film Festival is truly remarkable, not just because you can meet so many famous Calvardian actors and directors either. What about the famous Calvardian actresses? What'd you say fuck them for? You're not beating the allegations, little girl. The scale of the event is simply breathtaking. We certainly don't have anything like this back home. I can only imagine the parade will be even more magnificent. The organizers are certainly getting their mirrors worth out of this event. I mean, are they though? Like, this is... I mean, there's not really much money to be made here. This is more of like, we're spending money in the hopes that this becomes a big deal and then we can make more money going forward. You know, the initial installment of the film festival is nothing but a money sink. I mean, there's no like advertising or anything like that going on. Like, there's no actual like profit, like, what's the word I'm looking for, like avenue right now. Hotel will be hosting both the award ceremony and subsequent winners' banquets. I hope I can be useful during it all. I want to show the winners my appreciation for everything that they've done. I might not be able to enter the bartending tournament, but if I can serve the winners well, that's more than enough of an honor for me. Like, in theory, it's, you know, good for the long-term health of the city. You know, if you establish the premier film festival, you're going to have a lot more interest from the growing film industry and, you know, setting up shop here or filming in Tharbad, increasing the cultural relevance of the city. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure they're all in the damn red. I wonder what Munt thinks about the film festival. And if he takes a liking to it, the Bashars will decide to invest in it next year. In fact, if we had a chance to meet because of that business, that could allow our respective families to forge even better ties. I'm relieved to see my daughters enjoying the film festival, even if I got my reservations about that elder son of the Bashars. Be that as it may, I don't regret bringing her along. It means a good opportunity for her to learn about other families and their business. Alright, Bermotti! What up?
Hell to the yeah! Bare-ass skin as far as the eye can see!
Where?
Huh? What's so special about bare skin? Aaron, don't answer that. And please watch what you say around the child,
Okay, I'm as pro anti-sexualizing kids as anyone, but like, you don't need to be like... I mean, this may be a little overboard, like being like you can't explain bare skin to the 14-year-old.
Welcome to my adult oasis.
Imagine that you walk up to Bermotti. Oh, you're gonna take my request? Not 4 lemon teas, baby. See ya.
Cheers to Tharbad.
That was fast. I didn't expect to see you darling so soon. I didn't expect to see a post from you. Well, I got through the trouble. You could have rung me up directly. You know I wouldn't mind. I knew you were going to say that. It's important to do these things the right way. I want to ask your help as a proper job, not just a favor to a friend. Even if I do feel a little bad dragging you sweethearts out here over something like this. Don't sweat it. Sounds like a real bind to be in on the day of your tournament. May I ask what sort of cocktail you intend to make? Of course, it'd be hard for you to do all your job otherwise. Essentially, the main task of the tournament has been announced so contestants can plan ahead. The judges want us to come up with our own version of a Tharbad night. No prize for guessing what it's named after. Yeah, it's a prize all its own. I ordered that shit at the nightclub. It was great. Not too sweet, just the way I like it. Wait, you mean the other night? Yes, Fairy, when the boys decided to have a nice fun night on town without us by themselves. Don't mind them, you were saying. Ah, you silly palms. Anyway, normally a Tharbad night is blue, reminds you of the desert sky at night, you see. You even sprinkle in some gold leaf cut into the shape of stars for good measure. I can see why they'd make a drink like that. The stars out in the desert are so pretty at night. Indeed, without the light pollution from urban areas, clear night skies can be breathtaking. Exactly! What the robot said. It's a beautiful drink. You can see why they want us putting our own spin on it. For my part, I'm going to give it a little intrigue, you might say. I'm going for the life of an information broker in this calm, sweet night spent reveling in dangerous secrets. In drink form. And I'm going to do it by adding a red hue to it, turn it into a gradient. Wow, it sounds so mature. Makes me wish I was older so I could try it. Fortunately, all I'm allowed to do is legally go fight in wars. It does sound fascinating and like something only you can make, Bermotti. Oh, you too sweet as Jarenade. Jaredine? On that note, for the redness, I plan to use the juices of red cactus. They'll be hard to find, but the color's perfect for my needs. With that, I'm going to accent it with some black pomegranate on top. Yeah, what about the alcohol part? What about the part that makes it fucking taste, get you drunk? And it's those two things you need us to fetch, right? Just so, strictly speaking, it's by no means unheard of to find these things for sale in town. But like I said, red cactus itself isn't easy to get your hands on in the wild, so finding it at market can be dicey. As for those pomegranates, I specifically want ones from a luxurious kind grown in Valis, known as nocturnal suns. I've heard of those. They get their name from the shining black luster that makes them stand out even in the dark of night, supposedly. They certainly do. I'd have been more shocked if you of all people hadn't heard of it. Those fruits also only show up once in a blue moon, and if they're going to be anywhere, it'll be the bazaar and the culture district. Unfortunately, my pickiness has come back to bite me, and I'm nearly out of time. You would think I'd know better, but alas, here I am. I've dug my own grave, and now here lies Bermotti. Rest in peace. Nothing wrong with wanting to put your best foot forward to win. Can't see this crazy attention to detail not paying off when the time comes. Even so, that does not change the fact that we have little time to spare if we are to track down these ingredients. Yeah, especially since we're running on a tight schedule. Gotta make a decision. Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, we're in. You did a hell of a job analyzing that driller earlier. Least we can do is help you with this. Oh gosh, that wasn't such a big deal. But thanks, son. I really appreciate it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Right now we got squat. We're supposed to be looking for with these things anyway. Lucky for you, a merchant in town offered me some clues. For one thing, apparently red cactus only grows in a particular part of the sand sea. A nasty part of the sandstorm tends to be brutal, no less, making it hard for anyone to step foot in it. The way he made it sound, it's always a challenge at best to harvest. If that's the case, it would be nice if we could somehow obtain the juice without having to venture out into the desert. I think it'd still be worth the trip, to be honest. It's risky, but it also seems like our best shot at success. Yeah, and we were out there yesterday. We know our way around. It'll be fun. Very well then, the desert it is. So to sum up, we'll find the red cactus in the desert, pomegranates lurking in the bazaar, if Lady Luck's on our side. Start with either one, whichever's easiest to get as you make our rounds across town. Thanks again, darlings. Don't feel like you have to go berserk for little old me, though. If it's too much, I'll live.
Time to start working.
Got it. If we don't get the ingredients, you'll kill yourself. Okay, 100% understood the assignment. Oh, alright, take me to the sand sea again.
Taking off now.
I saw the green. Okay, it's like what, just where we fought the monster, basically. And the gang is running all the way across the sand sea.
Watch it.
Brah.
That one's big.
Brah, I'm a monster. Brah. My red cactuses. They told you it'd be easy, guys. There it is, red cactus. Sweet, we should harvest a bunch of it and make a killing back in town. Don't even think about it, pal. Why not? Let's limit ourselves to a small portion and be on our way. Nah, Aaron's got a point. Now we have left to find our black pomegranate seeds. Alright, let's check out the bazaar and the cultural district and see if we can find a lead.
Off we go.
Need
Give
some
me your
spices,
stuff.
perhaps.
Oh no, I meant to topic you. I meant to topic you.
Let me ask you something.
Oh my, you're looking for Nocturnal Sun too? Those are surprisingly in demand today. Is that to say that we are not the only ones who have asked about it, you say? If you have sold them, could you please tell us who you sold them to so that we may track them down and deal with them? Yeah, there was another customer before you bought them from me. She cleaned up my entire stock, all 10 of them as a matter of fact. All of them? Does that mean you have no more left for sale? That's right. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Nah, it's not your fault. We got an urgent need for some and we're trying to find it as quickly as we can. Luck wasn't on our side this time. We'll try somewhere else. Thanks for your time. Actually, before you go, can I ask what you want them for if you don't mind? Eating? Oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't see the harm in that, basically, Van explained. I see. Thank you for clearing that up. You know, you might want to talk to Felicia? Or Felica? See if she'll let you have some of her stock. She's the one who bought them from me. Felica, you said her name was. Where is she located? Felica? She runs an ice cream stand. Oh yeah, maid lady. She's a regular customer of mine. If I tell you, or if you tell her I sent you, I think she may be willing to help. Can't make any promises though. We understand. Thank you for the advice. We sincerely appreciate it. Now all we can do is attempt to negotiate and see what happens. Yeah, not like time's on our side here. We should run over to that stand. The cocktail's not gonna fix itself. You're strangely eager to help, Aaron. What gives? In any case, I agree with Aaron. The entertainment district's clearly our best lead. Thanks for talking to us, man. Good luck. Aaron, you do know you're not gonna get to have any, right?
Anywhere.
Like he's only probably gonna like make like one glass, probably. You're not on the testing committee. I mean, maybe he'll have enough, and we'll all get a sip. Well, all of us that are
Time for the film festival.
of drinking age, which I guess is Van, Aaron, and I don't know if Rosette, you know, if that's gonna agree with her electronics. Well, I've been sitting here for 24 hours. Didn't expect that film festival to be so wild and outrageous. I don't know if somebody's ignorant about movies and me was meant to be here. All this energy's too much for me to take in. It's making my head spin. Oh.
Well,
So far, there don't appear to be any signs of criminal organizations infiltrating the crowds. The fact they haven't turned up despite the festival already starting is disconcerting. At least I got Fee with us. Guess we'll coordinate with her and see what she can turn up together. Oh, it's Nate's girlfriend. How does it feel that you don't get a name? Like, you have like a ton of dialogue for someone who doesn't actually get a name. From what I can tell, some big case is going on and the cops are dragging Nate in to help take care of it. Yeah, the detective's gonna be busy. I'm gonna be patient and wait until his case is over. I'm gonna have to talk with him later. I don't want him getting in the habit of leaving me hanging like this. It's not fair.
Very well.
I don't know, lady. You're just like, you're not seizing the day like you should. I heard something crazy happened in Vegas Films last night in the midst of all their film festival prep. You know, I haven't seen Mr. Dillion around for a while now. You don't think something happened to you, do you? You don't think that he, like, watched our movie, thought it was so bad that he killed himself on the spot? You don't think that would happen, right? Like, could we be charged with murder if that happened? I know it's rude to gossip, but as a creator and all, it's hard not for my mind to run wild with this sort of thing. Maybe we'll hear something later. For now, I'm just gonna try and get as much inspiration at the festival as I can. Huh? Were you talking? Oh gosh, she's ignoring me again. I just remember that specialty store across the street sells energy drinks that are supposed to help with fatigue. I'll buy you one, my treat for how hard you've been working. I like that. Thanks, Nina. Can't afford to make a mockery of Mr. Gardy's carnal cavalcade with any regular old mediocre dancing. I'm a new person. I'm going to prove myself to him no matter what. Not as a performer, but a fellow budding film director. Yeah, he doesn't care about that. Oh, I forgot about Guitar Man. Now this is how you hold a festival. This is the kind of energy I live for. Who cares what happened yesterday? All that matters is how well my dulcet baritones can add to these amazing festivities. Let's light them up, folks. What do you say? Oh, don't forget to order some food while you're at it, too.
Look around all you like.
Dang old blazing hot, Frank.
Peace out.
Man, I can't wait to put some mustard on my popcorn. Ooh, baby.
Don't be shy.
Finally, the film festival's here. It's so exciting. Not a traditional sort of festival, but girls in my generation tend to like events like this anyway. I can see why older folks are maybe raising an eyebrow over some of this, but what's the harm in it really? Apparently when the Oasis was rejuvenated, we went crazy with festivals then too. So it's not like it's unheard of.
What'll it be for today?
Thanks a bunch.
Very well.
let me ask you something.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the one who brought up the Nocturnal Suns. I'm planning to make a limited time flavor for my ice cream and make a killing selling it to rich people with equally rich appetites. Sounds like you're a born merchant. I can respect the hustle. Events like the film festival are when I make the real money. I'd be stupid not to have something lined up for the occasion. Anyway, what brings you guys here? You on the pomegranate hunt too? Van explained. Sure, makes sense. Too bad you don't have any pomegranates. I could sell them to you for 1 million mira. It's called supply and demand, idiot. I gotta make a living too, you know. I can't go around giving away ingredients like these for free. But if you were to sweeten the deal and make it worth my while, I'd be willing to consider giving you some. What sweetening of the deal did you have in mind? Don't worry, we're not trying to be freeloaders. Tell you what, if you go ahead and make some of this new flavor of yours, we'll give you an honest review of it. You want me to give you my ingredients and you want me to give you free food? Are you out of your fucking mind? A taste test? How is this benefiting me again? I assure you the insight we can offer would be quite valuable. We're like fucking influencer ass bullshit. We're like, oh, sorry, I can't pay, but I'll like, you know, post about you on Instagram? Fan, what the fuck, man? Mr. Arcot especially has a very refined palate for sweets. In fact, he is something of a celebrity for it in such circles. No, he's not. Wow, I didn't know he was that famous for it. It's not. It's called upselling. Now zip it. What the hell? We're taking advantage of this poor lady. deal then. Or, I mean, I don't know, if we're not really taking advantage of her, she's being an idiot. I was thinking I needed some opinions anyway. I can tell this ice cream's still missing a certain something, but I'm not sure what. I only offer the pomegranates if your reviews really impressed me. How about 3 of you step up and tell me what you think? Sounds good to me, let's do it. Man, it's gotta be one of the reviewers, obviously. You only offer to tell you what you think because you want to taste that ice cream for yourself, don't you? Be honest. Just shut up! No, I don't, punk. Whatever you say, Chief. How about we have the kids be the other 2 reviewers? Well, I was gonna say Rosette and Anya's. Now, I don't know, maybe Rosette's taste receptors, but she could, like, you know, access the hive mind to see how other people would react to the flavors. And Anya's, I mean, she's rich, so she probably grew up eating, like, ooh, fancy food. Really? Are you sure? Sounds like a really big responsibility. I don't know if I can give a useful review off the cuff like that. That is not a problem. You don't need to take it that seriously. Simply giving her an honest opinion will be helpful, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't take it very seriously. I'm just giving you these rare pomegranates for, free. If you're ready, I'll have that ice cream right up for you folks. Just give me a few minutes. Several minutes later, Van, Anya's, and Fairy received their ice cream and gave it a taste test. It's so sweet, yet kind of sour. I love it. It has a really good balance between sweetness and sours. I could see this being a really great flavor to have during the summer. Other than that, terrible. Trash. What are you? An idiot for thinking you could serve this? You donkey? The girls basically got it in one. It's got an incredibly refreshing taste that goes perfectly with Thorvald's hot climate. I could have it over and over again easy. Yeah, that's great. It's exactly what I was gunning for when coming up with the recipe. Here's a question for you. Are you using pure fruit juice for this ice cream? Yeah, that's right. Why do you ask? I think you got the sweetness right, but it could be taking better advantage of the sharp sourness from the pomegranate. Have you thought about adding some pulp to the mix? That'd probably help change up the texture too. Don't listen to Van. That sounds bad. I did try that, and you're not wrong. It did add a nice accent. Problem is, even when I do that, it's still not punchy enough. What about seeds? Brother, don't listen to this dude! Don't add pulp and seeds to your ice cream! I've never heard of mixing seeds into ice cream. Won't that be too hard to make it taste tart? Yes! Nah, think about it. The thing about black pomegranates is they like hot, dry weather. The fruit itself is big while the skin is shallow and the seeds are small and soft. Something like a nocturnal sun, you can eat the seeds whole, no problem. I don't want seeds in my ice cream, man. I mean, I don't really like seeds to begin with, so I'm kind of biased, but... Nah, man. I should not tart at all. Quite the opposite. They smell nice and nutty. I don't want nuts in my ice cream either, but I'm also biased against nuts, so... I guess I can't really weigh in. You get that in there, I think you'll achieve an accent that offers the full pomegranate experience. Interesting. Hadn't given it so much consideration. Alright, you win. She makes the ice cream and it's so bad that she gets like tarred and feathered by all the rich people who she charged 100,000 mira per cone. Thanks for all the detailed advice. Would 3 pomegranates be enough for you? More than enough. Are you sure you don't mind? Nah, a promise is a promise. I could deny you guys anything after getting schooled so thoroughly. We did it, Agnes! We didn't do anything, Fairy. I think Van gets most of the credit. No, this from the hip reactions help a lot too, girls. I'm glad you enjoyed the ice cream. That's what counts. Now I can make the perfect ice cream that'll really bring in those high-flying customers. I wish you luck with your new ice cream. I'm sure it will be a great success. Tell your bartender friend I hope those pomegranates help him make something special too. I'll be rooting for him. Will do. You're doing him a real solid. We appreciate it, and we'll get out of the way now. Wonderful. We got both of the ingredients. We should be good to go, right? Drop these off to Bermotti so he can do his thing. Looks like I'm gonna have a little time to actually go into Vegas films. Run, Rosette, run! You're back! How did you sweethearts do? Did great. Everything you want is right there. You better be grateful, ma'am. Arisha's wings. You don't get such a jerk about it, Aaron. Look, I just want a little appreciation for having to haul this shit all the way back, okay? Yeah, thanks for being our pack mule sport. Can I get this man his ingredients? Aaron handed over the red cactus and black pomegranates to Bermotti. Wow, you darlings really did get them for me. Feel free to inspect everything to make sure it is all in order. Oh, it's all fine. You did great. These are perfect. I couldn't be happier. Thank you all so much. You must be exhausted after running around. Look, you're still half buried in sand. That's okay. We're just glad to hear we did well. That you have. Now that you've done your part, it's my turn to deliver some results so all the blood, sweat, and tears weren't in vain. I'll start with a little test run and mix the drink I planned into right here. Would you be kind enough to taste it for me? Hell yeah, I'll take as many free drinks as you want to throw at me. Sucks for you, small fry. So what if you're old enough to drink? You haven't ever killed a man. You haven't seen the soul leave his eyes as he fades away begging for his family. Have you, Aaron? For a couple people who just been walking in blazing ass heat, you sure don't sound worse for the wear somehow. What a miracle. And here we are. I call it Charme de la Nuit. As I said, it's intended to invoke a quiet, sweet night, the kind you might spend, say, trading in dark, dangerous secrets. Damn, that grading you pulled off looks killer. The nocturnal sun adored on top is a very pleasing touch. Looks perfect, came out just like you said it would. We don't know that for sure yet, Van Hun. I'll let you have the honor of being first to taste it. Please go on, you've earned it. Fuck you, Aaron. Can't say much for day drinking, but I suppose this counts as part of the job. Bottoms up. You don't have to bottoms up it. That's good. Real good. Crisp sweetness, comforting sourness. It's sublime, Bermotti. You can taste the black pomegranate too, and the grainy texture it adds is a fun touch. No, it's not, man. Don't put grainy stuff in my drinks. Sounds like I have a winner then. That's a relief. But it only turned out so well because of everyone's hard work today. Thank you all again. I can enter the tournament tonight at my absolute best. Damn right you can. I absolutely mean it when I say that with skills like yours. You're gonna knock them dead. Fingers crossed I don't intend to pull any punches, that's for sure. I'm in it to win. Okay, great. Old man's had his turn. Now when am I gonna get on the action, huh? I wish I could have some. Oh, no need to be sad. I'm making some for everyone. Well, by everyone I mean Aaron. I mean, I guess you could have the non-alcoholic versions for the kiddos. The ones for the minors here will be a little less twisty. That's more like it. Thank you, Bermotti. I'm glad you wanted to miss that after all, Fairy. What about you, Rosette? Want a sip? I suppose I can accept a drink given the occasion. Although I would ask that mine be non-alcoholic as well, seeming as I'm on active duty. I'm just saying, your ass better not be 12, alright? Van and the rest took a short break to enjoy Bermotti's specially prepared drinks. Soon enough, however, they got back to work.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys!
Mira deposit confirmed.
Yeah. Alright, we'll pop over to old Vegas Films and see what gets to happening over in those old parts and whatnot, and the who's has its and the how's he do's and the... Oh, you don't have an accessory equipped. Okay, your armor's fine. I don't know. You just take a crit and a something of speed. Sure. You're at 66 speed. And you're at 81 now? How the hell? Oh, because you got those shoes, and you don't have cool shoes. You have cringe ass shoes. Okay, we could give you some. You lose a lot of your arch resistance, but like, frankly, who gives a shit? You know what, Anya? You actually are the fastest character now. How'd that happen? Because you were slow as shit, but because you would always go first for some reason. I'd rather have you take. Actually, I'm going to give you the turban. I don't know, if we have this Grail ring, I want to give that to Van. Well, I have a turban. Eh. Can't believe what happened to our president. What's going to happen to the company now? I mean, I feel like shouldn't we be keeping a tight lid on this? Should the receptionist really know? I doubt we'll go to business or anything. We were still to put on the film festival regardless. It's just our president's killer is still in the loose too. I'm really worried how things are going to pan out. I mean, maybe he was given like a VHS tape by some shady individuals, and then a monster came out of the TV and ate his soul or something. I had a feeling President Tillion was always hiding something, but I never would imagine he was working with criminals. I guess you could say I have mixed feelings about the way he died. Guess I feel sorry for him, but, you know, also he was kind of a dick. Can't help but wonder, what's gonna happen to the company employees since the film festival's behind us. At least the show goes on. For now, all I can do is focus on what's in front of me and hope for the best. Hey, Gumshoe, any progress in your investigation? It's you again? Also, you just call me Gumshoe? How old are you, you fuck? Where do you get off? Makes you think you have anything to tell you about how my detective work is going, huh? I mean, we were the first ones to find the dude. You can't act like we got nothing to do with the case. It's slow going. We still only know the name of our culprit, Melchior. And obviously that's only because he wrote it himself. That's a shame. I was hoping you boys would have found some leads on where the scumbag might be lurking, but I guess not. Also, I feel like you shouldn't necessarily I mean, we know it was Melchior. But if I see somebody gets murdered and then they say, hey, I did this, written in blood, I might be like, well, I mean, we can consider it, but I wouldn't consider that definitive proof. What if he just said Dave? You start rounding up all the Daves and you're like, we know you did it. We don't. We still haven't been able to ascertain how he broke into the building and subsequently got out. We're able to confirm from the files left behind the victim had connections with organized crime. He probably teleported in because he's a bad guy, and they can do that. Aside from that grisly graffiti, the perp hardly left any evidence. Whoever he is, it's clear he's a skilled assassin who knows his business. That's spooky. Melchior. It would seem finding him will not prove an easy task. I think I really expected the cops to turn up anything in the first place. Got they ass? Excuse the hell out of us. I had to leave my girlfriend high and dry to investigate the scene, you know. I'm doing my best here. I wasn't trying to mock you, man. Just saying that's the sort of slippery bastard we're up against. But if mocking you happened in the process, so be it. Sounds like getting your first run-in with this Melchior character, Putting that aside, the perpetrator remains at large. I can only hope nothing happens during the film festival. Reminds me, I heard you kids were helping out with security on the parade. Is that true? More or less. Couldn't say anything official so much as just something we'll be doing as part of our assignment, but yeah. I realize it might be too late to say this, but don't go stepping into anything too dangerous out there, understand? You're the kind of work to police professionals. We can handle it. Have the police professionals ever handled anything? I mean, I guess there's like the SSS, but even they weren't even like real police. Other than that, has like a normal ass cop ever done anything, man? in the Trails universe. I mean, I guess Dudley, he took his shirt off a few times. Appreciate the advice, Inspector. What she said, I'll keep it in mind. Come on, like hell you're going to. What am I gonna do with you all? Detectives, please do stay safe. Finished making our rounds, done none of the ordering so far. Not much else to do except chill out and wait for the parade to start. Choosing wait from the parade will cause the main story to advance. Won't deny you're all helpful in obtaining evidence for the old hookah case, I'll grant you that much. Doesn't mean you can stick your nose into whatever police business you like, especially not a murder case. Go play bodyguard or whatever it is you're doing and leave the police work to us professionals, understand? Yeah, okay, you go pretend to be a cop, pretend to be an investigator, and we'll solve the case. Great God, I never expected things to take a turn like this! I'm supposed to be out there enjoying the film festival with my girlfriend right now, and here I am doing the exact opposite. Man, I'm in it deep now. I'm gonna have to do something big to make it up to her, whatever her name is. Oh yeah, I heard you guys are the ones that managed to apprehend the Devancy brothers. Not that this changes my opinion of you, mind you. I'm just glad we got one less hassle to take care of right now. Alright, so we will go ahead and call it a little early, just because it's a good stopping point, and we'll probably have a longish cutscene once we wait for the parade. But we will do that next time. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.